I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up.
If you could ever just realize and accept and embrace the fact that you're an absolute moron, you're a complete idiot, you're just dumb as fuck, and you don't know shit, it could change your life. That's what changed my life. How did that change my life? Because it caused me to depend on the wisdom, that eternal wisdom, that guiding force, that eternal intelligence that lives on the inside of us all. Understanding how stupid I was caused me to rely and depend on that eternal wisdom inside of me completely to this day, because I still know without a doubt and fully understand that without that wisdom on the inside of me leading and guiding me, that I am a complete idiot. I will fuck my life up if I do it myself. And the most successful people in the world, they all live by intuitiveness. Religion has tried to make this a religion thing. It has nothing to do with religion. We all have that eternal wisdom and intelligence on the inside of us, and it's guiding us all. Like, I've listened to billionaires talk about how they've made decisions just based on what they felt inside. It has nothing to do with religion, being saved, or none of that dumb, stupid bullshit. It's not like, God, this eternal wisdom and intelligence, only speaks to Christians. It only speaks to Muslims. It only speaks to Buddhists. You have to be of a certain religion for that intelligence and wisdom to speak to you. Not at all. It speaks to everybody. And it speaks to you, although you may not know it. I'm going to prove it speaks to you right now. And then you're going to be like, oh, that's what that was? You've met a person before that you've never seen before and just didn't like them right out the gate. You know nothing about them. You just don't like them, and you don't know why. They make you feel uncomfortable, and you won't even fuck with them. What is that? That's that eternal wisdom and intelligence on the inside of you, guiding you. That's why you're feeling uncomfortable. That's how it's communicating to you to leave this person alone. It's causing you to feel uncomfortable. You've been in relationships before, and the relationship started out great, amazing. You thought you was going to get married, spend the rest of your life with this person, and then it turned into a complete disaster and the worst relationship you ever been in your life. And you probably have said, I knew I shouldn't have fucked with him. I knew I shouldn't have fucked with her. You knew it when you met her because something just didn't feel right. That was that eternal wisdom and intelligence trying to guide you, steer you away from trouble. We've all had the experiences. We've all done things that we didn't know why we were doing them. We've all made decisions based on this guiding force on the inside of us. But there's levels to it. And where most people are, they'll follow that intuition if they agree with it. But they won't follow it if they disagree with it. If they want to do it anyway, then they'll follow it. But if they don't want to do it, they're not going to follow it. And you just got to get to a place to where you understand that you're just dumb as fuck and you need guidance. You need help. And not just from some average motherfucker that's just like you. If you could receive help from one of your peers, or you could receive help from that power that created this entire universe, Which one are you going to choose help from? I'm choosing help from the one that's responsible for all of this, for that eternal wisdom and intelligence that's responsible for all of creation. That power is on the inside of all of us. That power is all of us. It's always telling you what to do. But see, people too smart for their own good because they don't realize how stupid they are. We act like we created ourselves, like we, brought ourselves into this world. Like, how do you get to a point to where you think you're so fucking smart that you're smarter than the wisdom and intelligence responsible for creating this entire universe? Like, how do you get that fucking stupid? That's what people believe. That's why they don't seek help from within. That's why when that guidance, that guiding force on the inside of them leads them one way, they go a different way. If you could realize how fucking dumb you are, it'll save your life. And you really can't live your best life until you realize how dumb you are. If you're making decisions based off of this and not what you feel in here, that's dumb. The only time that could ever be smart is if this and this are in agreement. Think about how stupid you are. You want to be healthy, but you don't even eat food. What's smart about that? There's nothing smart about that. You want to be healthy. Everybody wants to be healthy. As far as I know, I've never met a person that's wanted to be sick. But yet, over 800 million people have diabetes. Over 500 million people have cancer. Over 500 million people are obese. Over 500 million people have heart disease. Hundreds of thousands of Alzheimer's. Then you got all these other diseases where tens of thousands of people are suffering things from like liver disease and kidney disease, MS and Parkinson's. All these, it's so many different diseases. None of these people wanted these conditions that they have. They all wanted to be healthy their entire lives. They made themselves sick by what they were feeding their body. They were stupid. They don't even know what food is. They're stupid. They needed help, not from people who profit off of other people's suffering. They need you to be sick. You think they're going to teach you how to be healthy? They win when you lose. They're not going to teach you how to win. They're not going to teach you how to be healthy. Whatever they tell you to do, they're teaching you how to be sick so they can profit off of that. They just see you as an opportunity. Why listen to them when you have the intelligence responsible for all creation inside you, trying to guide you? Like, why would you not listen to that? Like, that don't even make no fucking sense. You think a motherfucker with a degree is more credible than the eternal wisdom on the inside of you, the intelligence responsible for all this creation? That intelligence that created you? You think a motherfucker with a degree is more credible than that? You trust in a motherfucker with a goddamn degree that somebody printed out on a printer, and you don't trust the intelligence on the inside of you that created you? That's stupid. So I'm just saying, when you realize how dumb you are, it could change your life. Because when you realize how dumb you are, you'll stop trusting in yourself. You'll stop trusting in your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding. You'll stop trusting all that shit. And you'll start seeking the help from that intelligence that's responsible for creating you and this entire universe and everything and everyone in it. There's fucking people that don't even believe in God that believe in trusting their intuition. They make decisions based on how they feel, what feels right. what doesn't feel right. It's like they say, animals like dogs and cats, they have a sixth sense. They don't have anything we don't have. It's just they listen to theirs and we don't. We had the same thing. And it's just like women, they got this thing they call women's intuition. Everybody got that. Women be fucking their lives up too. They don't have nothing special. Animals don't have nothing special. It's just like that eternal intelligence guides the dog and the cat and all animals. And it'll let a dog know that's a bad person. And that's why that dog will start barking. It's in us too. We just don't listen because we think we're smart. We're fucking arrogant. How fucking dumb is it to be created and then feel like you don't need your creator? That's dumb as fuck. And going back to what I was talking about, all these people with different diseases, the heart disease, diabetes, cancer, how they all wanted to be healthy. Every single one of them, while wanting to be healthy, was eating things that were increasing their chances of developing diabetes and cancer and being obese and heart disease and all these diseases. Whatever disease they got, they created by eating things that caused that disease. That's dumb as fuck. We need help. One of the laws of power is you never outshine the master. And that's what we as humans try to do. Because we're stupid. We're constantly trying to outshine the master. We think we can outshine the master. So we don't feel like we need the master. And so when the master, this intelligence responsible for all this, tells us what to do and is trying to guide us into peace and prosperity and success and abundance and just all good things, people don't listen to that. They're going to do it their own way. It was about 30 years ago when I realized how dumb I was and that I needed help. And just, throughout that period, 30 years, it was rocky as fuck in the beginning. But still, there's just always been a reliance on an intelligence that's not my own. There's been an abandonment of my intelligence, my wisdom, my understanding, my point of views, my perspectives, my opinions. I've abandoned all that shit because I lived by all of those things at one point and I was just fucking my life up. And by fucking my life up, what I mean is I was not creating the life that I wanted to create. The life I was creating for myself was a life that I did not want. And I was doing that consistently. I never wanted to go in and out of jail. I never wanted to get kicked out the military. I never wanted to sell drugs. I never wanted to be unsuccessful. I never wanted to have bad relationships. I never wanted to be overweight. On and on and on. I could keep going forever. I'm just saying. You look at the results that your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding has gotten you. And hey, if you're happy with that, then I didn't mean to waste your time. I was miserable. I wasn't happy with it. And I know a lot of people are miserable. And they're in miserable situations. And they don't know how to navigate life. They never have peace or joy. They're never blissful. They never have time for themselves. They're living check to check. They're struggling financially. They're emotional wrecks. They're constantly getting high just to get through the day, whether it's what they eat or what they drink or what they snort or what they smoke or what they inject. They have chemical dependencies. Their peace, their joy, their happiness, their sense of well-being, it's all based on chemical dependencies. That's because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're dumb, but they don't want to just admit that. They don't want to say, oh, shit, I need help. And this motherfucker right here can't help me. Neither can this motherfucker here help me. I need to go within because the intelligence that created this entire universe, this intelligence that created me is in me. I need to tap into that. None of these motherfuckers that call themselves trying to help you created you. Why would you listen to them? See, you could listen to me because I'm always pointing you in the direction of in here, within. I'm always telling you to tap inside, and plug into that eternal wisdom and intelligence that created you. I'm never saying follow me. I already know how dumb I am. The wisdom I have was given to me. The truths that I know were given to me. The understanding, the clarity I have was given to me because I tap in. I'm constantly going within and I'm seeking it. I'm fucking starving for it. I'm always running after it. 30 years I've been doing that. That'll never stop. I don't look for answers from these dumb motherfuckers on this planet. I look for answers from within. So people see me and listen to me speak and read what I post, and you got a lot of wisdom. You smart as fuck. Damn. How did you get so wise? Da 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 da. It started with me acknowledging, accepting, and embracing the truth. I'm stupid. In and of myself, I am dumb as fuck. I need help. I was this close to spending the rest of my life in jail for some dumbass shit. Not even just once, multiple times. For some dumbass shit. I can't afford to listen to me. I can't afford to trust in me. And that's what fucks everybody up. They haven't arrived at that point yet. I've called a whole lot of people stupid online, and they just get offended. They get offended because it's the truth, for one. But for two, they're just offended because they're arrogant. They'd rather somebody lie to them and tell them that they're smart, they're wise, they're intelligent. They want to be flattered, complimented. Nah, you a dumb motherfucker. This applies to everybody. I don't need to know you to tell you that you stupid. So, I mean, you got plenty of evidence in your life. I don't have to convince you. You could look at your life. You could look at the decisions you've made and the outcomes of those decisions. And you got the proof. I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. You got plenty of proof that you stupid. So at what point do you just acknowledge it and say, okay, all right, I'm going to stop listening to me? It's like the verse says. I'm going to reword it a little bit. Well, first I'm going to say it how I really say it, then I'm going to tell you what it means. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Now, if you want to know what that verse is really saying, you have to replace the word Lord with the word truth. Trust in the truth with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge it and it will direct your path. It's not about some motherfucker in the clouds that's watching over everything you do and all this dumb, stupid bullshit. That's religion. It's about truth. Trust in truth with all your heart. Christians don't even do that. They talking about trusting in Jesus. They ain't fucking way out in left field. Even if you want to say it like that, trust in Jesus. Why? Because Jesus is telling you the truth. You're not trusting in a person. You're trusting in the words. You're trusting in the words because Jesus is supposed to be telling you the truth. You're trusting in the truth, not a fucking person. Trusting in a person does shit for you. That's why all them motherfuckers sick and fat and overweight and got cancer and diabetes and they suffering and they living check to check and they miserable and depressed and full of anxiety and fear and worries and concerns. They're not trusting in the truth. You just got to get to a point to where you trust in the truth. But where does truth come from? It's in here. You have to go within and you have to search for it. Now, again, there's people. You can listen to people and they can help direct you to in here. They can spark some inspiration within you. They can say something. They can say a truth. And it'll resonate because it's already in you. The only people that could truly help you are the people that direct you within. That's what it comes down to. Truth. Truth is the highest frequency. Fuck what you heard. I've heard motherfuckers say love is the highest frequency and authenticity is the highest frequency. There is no love without truth. There is no authenticity without truth. Truth is the highest frequency. Every good thing is a fruit of the truth. It's already in you. All these sick motherfuckers, all these people suffering, they're sick and suffering because they didn't know the truth. Or they didn't trust the truth enough to do it. Because there's a whole lot of people out there that hear the truth about fruit, but they don't trust it. But they trust in the lies about eating animals. And they think the lies about eating animals is the truth. And so they trust in that. And then they end up with cancer, heart disease, diabetes, all kind of shit. Because they're looking for the truth from other dumbass motherfuckers that profit off of you when you're sick instead of searching for the truth within. They're trusting people instead of trusting the intelligence on the inside of them that created them, that created their bodies. So, man, I could talk about that forever. I'm going to wrap that up here because I know I feel how long I've went. Sheesh, I got to edit this motherfucker. I'll talk to y'all soon.